know, with everything in life, there's the hidden treasures that we always talk about, that Rod was just talking about, the things that you kind of discover as you, like the red ginger, as you're wearing the scent that you, does it feel familiar? Do you know it from someplace? The woodiness, what does it bring back to your mind? The leather, what does it bring back to your mind? And when we got to working on the packaging, we wanted something that had a real respect for the past, but felt very modern at the same time. And we came up with this bottle that's got an amazing hinged top to it. I'm actually going to walk over here and open it because not everybody will be able to. I feel a little bit, oh, it's glued. I feel a little bit like Carol Merrill or something, but this hinge kind of pops off like an old French water bottle or a Grolsch kind of beer bottle type of thing. But there's also something quite industrial about it. It's got like the grip on it from like a motorcycle pedal or a pair of pliers, which is quite industrial. And the tactileness of the way it feels in your hand is quite interesting as well. So we spent a lot of time on that, and we went through a journey to kind of come to something that we felt would be very lasting as well, because as we've worked on all the fragrances, our goal, and it's a big goal to have every time, is that we create an iconic fragrance. Of course, everybody wants to do that. But with working with this genius here, we feel like we always have a fragrance that's going to last and last, and that you're going to come back to. And that's the whole thought process, is, you know, whether you're playing around with other fragrances, as a lot of people do, they're not necessarily just in one thing, but you always come back to it. It's always part of your shelf in your bathroom, that type of thing. And that's what we wanted to create here. So, you know, we have a kind of an industrial sensibility. Then the outer packaging here is kind of like an aluminum, burnished aluminum packaging. Again, very industrial, very kind of modern in its own sense, but again, very respectful to the past. So, advertising. You know, one of the things we talked about was you know, being a little bit askew here. And we always talk about this guy. When we started the brand, I said, I want this brand to be imperfectly perfect. I want it to be so unique in its way that it's just a little bit off. Everything's a little bit off. Because this younger guy, this guy who we really use kind of as our muse, he respects a lot of what his dad did and what his dad represents and that type of thing, but he doesn't want to be his dad. He wants to be his own guy. And he wants to walk to his own beat. And there's something that is, you know, he just doesn't want to be as buttoned up. He doesn't want to be as corporate about everything. And so when we came to the advertising, we thought about the whole sixth sense thing and just being slightly askew. So if you look closely at the peace symbol, you'll notice that there's something very unique about it. And for those of you who can't notice it immediately, it has 6 fingers. And it's one of those things that we call like the hidden treasure kind of things, that it's a discovery. You might look at it 50 times, and then all of a sudden you see it. When we presented it at the Elizabeth Arden National Global Sales Meeting in front of 300 and so people, it was interesting to see how it started a rumble around the room as people kind of caught on to what it was, and one person said it to another, that type of thing. So we're, you know, and this peace symbol has always been a part since day one when we started the Star USA brand. We registered this, and we use it slightly as a little. We're not a big logo brand. We don't run our business about logos, which is an unusual thing in the fashion world. We really run our business on great product, great fit, great quality, that type of thing. But we had this little icon that we use very subtly sometimes. And we thought, like, why don't we take that to the sixth sense with the 6th finger? And that's really what we did right now. So this is really what our advertising will look like out there in print and in scent strips, that type of thing. And then we'll be doing like wild postings in New York City. And it will be interesting to see what transpires when people really look at this 6-finger hand and what they really think about it. So that's the advertising. I welcome you all to walk. We have got some amazing looking models here in the back wearing John Varvatos Star USA from our fall. We're in fall right now. It's 100 degrees out, but we're in fall right now. We delivered fall. Spring is gone from the stores, and from our fall 2011 collection. So on top of getting a bit of what our guy really looks at here, you also can all experience this center. Thank you so much again for coming. Pleasure to be with all of you.